has anyone ever like believed you?
Probably not. A lot of them are smart. They know I joke with them a lot. Mabi is the greatest MMO for that. You have the chance to explore all of them, and that's exciting. Being able to understand people better and tailoring, not necessarily changing yourself, but being able to adapt to the different types of people.
So how long have you been playing Mabinogi for?
Um, Technically, probably since the beginning, but I only officially started playing in 2014. But
Ooh,
I do
okay.
have memories from before then.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mhm.
What kind of memories do you remember from before?
Before they had pets, we were going across the desert for some kind of quest, and we went the wrong way and we got lost. And it was like a 4-hour trip, so we had to walk back across the
Oh
desert.
yeah, I guess it
And I
it technically
distinctly
did.
remember that.
I guess it technically
Yeah,
did feel like absolutely forever to go across the
it
desert way
did.
back then.
Oh yeah, it was actually 4 hours though, because we did get lost at some point, and then we had to
Oh.
backtrack and go back. It was a whole mess.
Wait, did you guys fall into anthill?
At some point, we did, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. That's so
It's like
scary. Cause like
it is, especially when you're doing like raids and you fall down there.
yeah. And then what if
It's
you
so
don't
easy to fall.
know? What if you don't know about like continent warp yet either?
Well, we didn't too. That wasn't even like a thing that people really paid attention to. So it's
Oh
like,
my
oh, you have to
gosh.
walk out. Good luck.
Yeah. Aw. So when you say we, by the way, were there
Like
some
my,
friends that you joined Mappy with?
one of my middle school friends that I had known since middle school, like a couple years prior, she got me into the game, and
Aw.
since then we all kind of like played together and grew up with it.
Oh, that's adorable. Wait, do they still play?
Yeah, yep. Most
Oh
of them
my
still play.
gosh. Oh, wait, do you want to give shout outs? Any names? It doesn't have to be specifically those friends, but it could be anyone.
Riku and Pika. I grew up with them. They are sweeties.
Oh my gosh, when you say Pika, I have a friend named Pika that I'm close to too.
Their name's a little bit longer. They've got different names, but that's what we call them, Pika and Riku.
Aw. Well, shout out to the other Pika.
Yes.
Oh gosh. Okay, so where did you get your name from? Like, how did you come up with it?
So technically it was a play on two words. Like back when we
Oh.
would play like Diablo and stuff, there was a bunch of caves that you would get lost in. And I was like, oh, that would be kind of cool to be like a scavenger in a cave. So like a cavern, so scavenger. So Scavern came out
Oh.
of it.
I like it though. That's like, oh my gosh. I can't speak properly, but that is really unique. I like it when people put two words together. It always ends up looking like just
Yeah.
really unique, you know?
What makes it funnier was the character was male because I played at first as a male, so it was technically more oriented towards male. But then it kind of became who it is today, like the guild leader, the girl.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you want to talk a little bit about your guild, by the way?
Sure. If you have any questions.
All right. When did you guys make designer?
Surprisingly enough, designer has only been around since December of 2023, so
I
it's a very new
mean,
guild.
that doesn't have to mean anything bad.
Oh yeah. Well, you see a lot of successful guilds that are crazy active and
Right.
healthy. They're typically longer guilds, and what we've built with this guild so far is I've not really seen most guilds do this. What we've done with it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Mhm.
Are there any specific requirements to join designer?
Not particularly. We do research to some degree on people to know if like this person has history, if they're a scammer, if they're bad, or anything that we need to know. But we do. Some people come into the guild and they reform. They've reformed from bad things that they may have done in the past. So we do give chances to people,
Right.
regardless of the history with them. So it's nice to see people who may have had a history come in and be a completely different person and be sweeties. So the guild's
Aw.
definitely a chance for reform and growth as a person, and there's not really much requirements beyond that. Just
Aw.
be a good person.
Aw. Well, if anyone is interested in a guild that's like that, there you go. Designer.
they're a good group of munchkins.
But I won't continue more on that because I want to learn more about you as well, just you yourself.
Okay.
So what do you think that you are most known for in the community?
Really helping people, honestly.
Aw.
That's one of my things that I've done with any games is I love to help to build the community, to give back to the community.
Right.
So we hoard a lot of items to give to newer players, whether they're a return player coming back or a genuine new player, or maybe somebody that isn't able to run a lot of content. Maybe they're busy with work a lot and they don't have the time to get those mats. We help them with that. So I like to
Aw.
think that that's kind of what I'm known for, is helping people.
Yeah, I have. So I didn't hear about you until more recently myself, but
Yeah.
whenever I do hear about you, it is always something good.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Just so you know.
Yay.
So that kind of does line up with what you're thinking that you might be known for.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
I could say it's confirmed.
I'm glad. I'm glad. I do want that kind of people to know that they can come to me. That's what I'll give them. It's like, do you want help? I'll help you. Like,
Yeah, exactly. So if you
Mhm.
guys are interested in being friends with Scavern, there you go.
I got you.
Yeah, they've got you.
I
Exactly.
will help you do raids, do content, get clothes. I got you.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so what is your favorite NPC?
Favorite NPC? Oh no,
Yes.
probably Fergus. My guild makes
Oh.
it's about Fergus. Like, there's the whole thing where if you go to Fergus, he breaks your weapons, and we make jokes about like the D robe or the Saluna blade. Like,
Right.
if you go to Fergus, if you repair with him, he'll either destroy your weapon or he'll give you a Saluna blade. And my guild
Oh
love
my
it.
gosh. Wait,
It's like a meme. in our
has
community.
anyone ever like believed you?
Probably not. A lot of them are smart. And they know I joke with them a lot.
Aw. That would be really interesting to see if someone actually believed that. I'm gonna be
There's
honest.
probably a few that probably may have considered it.
Oh, I would feel like it would be someone who's maybe more new to the game or something, or they don't really have a grasp on what like the destructive robe and the Saluna blade are at this point
Yeah.
anyway.
Oh, any chance I get to mess with them, I will 100%.
Yeah.
Leaves them like that good memory of something that's like funny.
Yeah, just it's like those little like children stories in like elementary school when they say like,
Yeah.
oh, there's like a specific venomous snake in the tree or something. Don't put your hand in that hole.
It's like when your like older brother or your father or like a male figure in life would take you out to go strike hunting or whatever. Not strike. The mysterious bird that doesn't actually exist.
What?
They
Wait,
take
I've
you out
never
there.
heard of this. Oh my
I
gosh.
forget the name of it. It's got like an S name, and it's a bird, they say, and they take
Oh.
you out to go hunting, and they leave you out there. Well, the
Oh.
animal doesn't exist. The troll, it's but
Oh
it's
my
kind
God.
of like that.
Yeah, it is kind of like that, isn't it?
Might be snipe. I can't remember the word. It's some
Ah,
S letter.
It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, Fergus. Oh my gosh, it's been like a long-ish running thing that people who are on these interviews, like they'll either say they hate Fergus or they love Fergus. So it's interesting to see
There's not
another.
really a middle ground.
Yeah.
And it's cool too because most people know Fergus. Like he's the most well-known person. They had a stream about it. Like he was a NPC stream for Nexon, I think.
Oh,
Which was cool.
yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, yeah, with actual
Gotcha.
Fergus character. I was like, that's cool.
Oh my God, they need to bring him back.
They
Honestly.
do. I've missed them so much. I used to love watching those streams.
Yeah, they were really funny. I liked it. That was
Yes.
something interesting and unique, you know?
And the person who played him was perfect. He was very sassy too.
Shout out to the I don't know what his name is, but that guy.
I didn't know either. Oh, he was a
Oh.
gem. Come back to the game. We need you.
I feel like I'm a terrible soul streamer at this point.
No, you're good.
Oh, okay. So let's move on. What is your favorite talent?
My favorite talent. Ooh.
If you like an arcana, we can say an arcana too.
I probably will always favor Elemental Knight just because I'm sentimental about dual wielding swords, even though they're not really feasible to wield as much because Dark Diviner is like the strongest one.
Yeah, it's like not as balanced right
But
now.
Elemental Knight will always have a place in my heart because it's like I love any game where I can dual wield swords. Like I will immediately, regardless of if it's strong or not, I will make them and I will use them. I will die a lot, but that's okay. I will do it.
Nah,
So it's definitely
okay.
nice. I think dual wielding, like combat, is probably my favorite.
Yeah, and like as long as you're having fun and you're doing what you like to do or what you like to use,
Yes.
then I think that's all that matters, right?
Yeah, ultimately it's your path that you want to do. If you want to do magic or you want to do chainblade, Mabi is the greatest MMO for that. You have the chance to explore all of them, and that's exciting. And you're not limited to just one either. You can, if you're like, man, I really like chainblade, you can grab one of those and do it. Like that's so cool.
Yeah, and then you don't. It's not one of those things where you're like limited to it either. You can do that anytime that you want to.
Yep. You'll see a lot of people who don't particularly main one, they'll swap between, which is cool.
Exactly.
And a lot of combat or content needs that, where you're able to switch back and forth between chain or swords or magic or whatever you need.
Yeah, you have to make use of specific skills for specific scenarios and all that.
Yep. Certain
It's
mechanics.
It's like a giant puzzle in a way.
Yeah, very much so. So it's nice to see the way that people do it differently. It's refreshing.
Yeah, exactly. Did you have a dream job growing up?
Dream job. Definitely teacher.
Oh, I like that. Oh, that kind of like...
I admire the teachers that we had in school. A lot of them were genuinely sweet, epic people. And there was one reading teacher that I had in school that really kind of spoiled me and like took care of me, and I always stuck with that. So I was like, I want to be a teacher, but like do that to other people, like show them that like school isn't just hard or whatever. Like you can have fun with it.
Yeah, you can enjoy it and you can be passionate about it.
And
it just motivates you in the end as well to just be a better version of you.
And that's what we need, because schools, stuff like that.
What I was gonna say earlier too is I feel like that lines up with what you've been kind of saying, or like the type of person you are in general too. It just fits so well. Yeah. Especially being like the leader of your guild and everything too.
I love it. Anything that I could do to like help, I'm all for it immediately.
Oh, I love that. Did you actually have a favorite? What's it called? Like a class, I guess, or subject. Sorry, that's the word. Did you have a favorite subject back in school?
Psychology, definitely psychology.
Okay. What was
your
favorite
sociology
part?
Was fun by extension. My favorite part of psychology was being able to understand people better and tailoring, not necessarily changing yourself, but being able to adapt to the different types of people. So if someone needs a softer approach, you can be softer because you've recognized the signs of like, that's what this person needs. Or if someone needs someone to be a bit more firmer with them, you can adapt to that. So studying people helps you kind of know how to properly interact with people and be a better friend to them if they need it and stuff, or be firmer for them.
Yeah, I could see that being the case.
Like teach them.
You said like what?
To like if they, it helps you to also teach people. Like if somebody is trying to learn something, that's important, you can also help with that as well, because you're aware like this person, needs somebody that knows how to do this or something.
Yeah, and honestly, it's so important to know what's going on with somebody that you care about.
We miss a lot of stuff because humans kind of reflect more on themselves, so it's nice to study people and be what they need as well, not just for yourself, but for them.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, I feel like people don't actually say that enough.
No, they don't.
So refreshing.
Because humans are a social creature, so it's good to pay attention to others and their needs as well.
Yeah.
Maybe not forsaking your own needs, obviously, but definitely keeping up with them as well, like a village,
Yeah, exactly. All right. So, for our last question, I would like to ask you, what kind of advice would you like to give people, whether it be in-real advice or in-game advice or both?
Patience and kindness with people. You don't always know what somebody's going through, and people can react with anger really fast, and maybe it's a moment of just being patient with them, and maybe that will help them and help them grow as a person, just being patient with them. I have certain friends that normally I wouldn't have gotten along with as a kid, but because I learned how to be patient, they're now my best friends. So it's
Aw.
like, maybe that's another step to like understanding people, is just knowing that, hey, I need to take a step back, just give them a moment, and just be patient, and build lifelong friendships because of that.
Aw, I love that. Would you say that that kind of applies to both Mabby and in real
Yeah.
life?
Yeah, because they're both social, regardless of if one's in person and one's on a computer screen. Like, you're still dealing with physical people on the other side. So definitely being able to understand how to be what they need as well, like patience and stuff, being kind to them.
All right. Well, I love that. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
And thank you for doing this interview with me. It was a lot of fun.
I've been excited about it. I've been very, very excited about it, but also very nervous. I'll admit that I'm very nervous.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Definitely
I just,
excited.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off. I just saw my fox like peeking its head through like the prompts. It
I
really
saw it.
funny.
I was trying not to giggle.
Oh gosh. Okay, but yeah. Oh, I'm sorry about the nerves, but I'm sure it
It's
was
okay.
still a great little bit of fun.
Yes, I've been fangirling. Very much fangirling.
Oh gosh. All right.
Because I've watched your interviews. Like, I love them. They're great.
Oh, that makes me so happy. I will
Yeah.
continue to give you great interviews. Don't worry. Even your own.
Good. Good. I will watch them with bated breath.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Maybe recommend some people myself. Be like, hey, do this
Oh
person
yes.
next.
Oh, please do. Please do. Honestly. I've been kind
There's a
of
lot of great people that I think
yes.
should definitely get some attention.
And I feel like it's probably a good idea that I remind everybody that they can recommend someone as well. That's how people get on these most of the time. But I have been kind of getting less recommendations recently. So guys, please, if you want to see someone,
Yes.
definitely get recommending.
Recommend all of the good people. Bring them attention. Show that they are someone of like, hey, this person's cool, and this is why.
Exactly. And like, it'll be in my description below. There's like a video that you can look at really quickly to see how to recommend. But pretty much you just go into my Discord. There's like a text channel in there. You fill out it's a really short thing, and then you can leave if you want to. You don't have to stay in the Discord. So that's how you recommend someone. It's just so I can keep track.
Yeah. Do it. All the recommending.
Yes. So I will see everybody another day in Erinn. Goodbye.
Goodbye.